What does it mean for the united opposition? Don't you think that what was already difficult is now even much more challenging?
I agree. I wholly agree. Number one, I think the role of the retired president in all these cannot be gainsaid. And in my humble view, he probably still feels that he should have some control over who becomes the president, mainly because of the economic interests that his family has spread across the country and outside this country. And therefore, the president's scenario does not favor the continuity, in my humble view, of his economic presence in the country. And therefore, he would want the succeeding government to be one that is friendly to his economic interests in the country. And that, in my humble view, is a very selfish approach. He does not consider, he never did consider the welfare of the Kenyan people. It was more about the economic, with tremendous respect to him.
So you see,
he can accuse me of being personal with him about that. That's not being personal. The only president that I perceive had the best interests of this country and actually did endeavor to execute that interest of the Kenyan people is Mwai Kibaki. Mm-hmm. These other presidents have always been selfish, and we have the most selfish president as of now, called President William Samoei Ruto. So, he is the most selfish, self-centered, self-seeking president, with tremendous respect to him. Whichever way he looks at it, it can be felt on the ground. The people do not resonate with him, and the present control of the opposition by Uhuru Kenyatta is geared towards entrenching his economic interests, his family's economic interests, and all the Kenyan people. Allow me to say this. He's having then said earlier on that we have Kalonzo because of Azimio, and Azimio's a conglomerate of political parties that were involved, then having raised an issue, how can you come and impose Kalonzo and all of that. And Matiang'i at that time, using his acolytes, went out there and started, saying, raising all manner of hell. Now that he's in Jubilee and he is endorsed and he is right there, in my humble view, the game plan, forgive me if I'm wrong and forgive me if you're offended by this, but I'm not going to make any apology for holding the opinion. Matiang'i and Ruto may end up Raila and Ruto style, 2027.
Wow.
2027.
So you agree with this headline?
I wholly agree.
Matiang'i is actually a mole in the united opposition.
Matiang'i, first of all, after 2022, is offered a World Bank job. The same World Bank that is coming up with this Nyota nonsense. The same World Bank that is choking the infant who's being born this morning in Pumwani Hospital with a debt they will never pay in their lifetime. That is a colonial instrument. Matiang'i went to work for it. Matiang'i was there for 1-2 good years, and he does not tell us what it is that he went to do. In my humble view, he was being given a script. Mm-hmm. In my humble view, he is their puppet. This is the same entity that Kibaki extricated the Kenyan people from and told the Kenyan people, we do not need a penny from a colonizer in the name of a loan. You can do it yourself. And we saw it, and we saw it. Now, the president goes and borrows Eurobond and whatever, and we are choking in debt. Okay. Matiang'i is there in the same entity that is lending us, quote unquote, these senseless, sort of reject funding and all of that. And we choke in debt.
Okay.
So he cannot, in my view, with tremendous respect to him and his supporters, he cannot ever leave this country from the yoke of debt under the World Bank. He is their puppet. He was a former employee. You don't buy the hand that feeds you. So this, what you're seeing about him being propped up and having that support, that opposition will be fragmented. But especially him saying, you members of the media, you call us. You call us for an interview, because he knows that he feels that he's going to, with tremendous respect to him, he's going to emerge the person that they want and all of that. But let's not go into his history in the Uhuru government towards the twilight of that Uhuru government. There's a lot that we can say, and I don't want to be appearing to be personal against him. But the opposition has fragmented so far as
and you blame former President Uhuru Kenyatta for
100%.
That's not really coming out clearly, but yes, indeed, the former President Rachel has been in the headlines, and even people within UDA keep mentioning